Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie and this is... I sort of fucked it up. Welcome back to Disc Junkie's Jeep. Today we are going to be doing some stuff which I'm really excited about, and it's going to be a bit different. We are essentially going to be installing new hood latches. The hood latches are, as you probably know, these old, flimsy, rubbery kind of things. Tend to get, worn out, and then you get hood flutter. I picked up some new hood latches off of eBay. These are aluminum ones. Most people have probably seen these. Placed them side by side here so you can sort of see the difference. The new aluminum ones are definitely a lot bulkier, a lot more robust looking. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna go for an upgrade on the hood latches, skip the old rubber idea, because this is gonna be much more durable. These are bolts, so they're not gonna get stretched or whatever. And these are probably some of the most affordable and sort of popular ones on the market. Now, I do like the look of these, but as you know, I tend to want to do something different. So essentially what we are going to be doing today is that we are going to take this stuff and essentially turn it into this. I'm essentially just as excited as you are. One of these on each side, royalty, diplomatic immunity kind of look in a pirate fashion, of course. But before anything else, I just want to give a bit of a throwback to my previous video. I installed this aluminum insert for my grill. In retrospect, not the best idea in terms of the adhesive little zip tie mount, because these came off right away. It was on there for like 2 days and it looked spectacular, but on the third day basically all of these zip ties had come loose. I decided to just do a quick rework of this. So just to follow up, drilled some small holes in the plastic so it's mounted at the base with zip ties. Yeah, I know, probably just screaming, stop with the zip ties! And I said no, this should be called zip tie customs. We love zip ties. It's the adhesive that's the evil one. Then I added a metal bar here, drilled some holes in them, additional zip ties through some holes that were already there. So the top of the aluminum insert will be resting against this when I push it up. You can probably use super glue and zip tie mounts, but I figured, I'm not gonna trust that. But enough about that. The pirate flags are from eBay, just little hand flags. The other flag that I found, and you might be wondering why I'm having two flags. Well, the second flag is just a bike flag. These are a really cheap way to get a practical flag mount. This is obviously a little bit different in size, it seems, but I'm pretty sure I can make it work. So I'm gonna be replacing the big flag with these little smaller flags, and then I'm gonna use this mount and essentially mount this underneath the hood catch mount on the hood. But what I also found about these, which I was just really amazed about, is that I think we're basically just gonna be able to run these bolts through the hole and through the opening. So this is essentially a perfect design to do this. These bolts are a bit larger. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to drill out this hole, and I'm also gonna be removing the old flag. So let's just head on over to the garage. And sorry that everything's yellow, because my camera is a bit old and doesn't adapt to the change in light very well. I'm just gonna start with trying to remove the flag. You'll notice that it has a little dent in the metal there, make it clamp a bit against the flag. Oh, I suppose we could just break it. Ah, fuck it, let's just fucking mount the thing. You gonna wanna come loose now? This damn flag out of the way. Fucking flag. So I essentially just took a pair of pliers, sort of softened the wood a bit. Come on, you stupid thing. Now we have that out of the way. It's just gonna drill out this hole. There we go. This is all pretty random. Bought the flag mount without having checked the size too much. Looks like it's really good in terms of the width. Now we will have to bend the flag mount a bit. What I'm gonna do now is just remove the old mount and try to get a bit of a tilt, sort of see where we're going with the flag. So removing these are pretty simple. It's just a number 10. There we go. So this essentially just goes into the pre-drilled holes. I mean, it's exactly the same size and it's made for this vehicle. Now I already have a bunch of stuff behind here. I got this thing. I do have layers, plastic or rubber stuff here already. You do get a rubber base, as you can see. I'm not sure which is the best. If we were to just put it in as is, you can see that we will have a very sort of tilted flag. I just want to bend it upwards a little. You want to make sure that you are straight, that you're not moving down here. Other than that, this should be fairly easy to do. I never tried this before, so I don't really know if this is going to be at all possible. One of the other things you have to think about is the fact that you have this part, which is going to be latching on. This is definitely an issue. I would like to bend this a little bit further, but then I'll start to push on this, which means that this won't be able to close securely. On the other hand, it's not... Who left this shit here? So, what to do, what to do, what to do? Going back to my garage. Whoops! Alright, so a lot of back and forth and trial and error, but I essentially decided to take a look at the second flag mount, attempted to bend this at a higher point. It's not a lot, but just bending it like 1 centimeter further up, that actually works, and I would say that that is fairly straight. Did some sawing and drilling in this, it's essentially gonna have a hole in it, but you know, I might replace this. These were pretty cheap, but for now I'm just gonna try to bend this into shape. But not only that, I'm also gonna need to spray paint these black. Matte black paint by Hogman. Meanwhile, while we wait for that to settle, we might as well start removing the bottom latches. The top ones are really easy to remove, they're just 2 bolts. This one is just 1 bolt, but it's a bit trickier. You can feel it with your hands, but it is sort of hard to get in there with any kind of tool. I get one of these, and I find that taking the grill off actually helps, and you can sort of slide it up there. Once you essentially get it loose, you should be able to just twist it off using your hand. There we go, okay. You got 1 bolt in the middle, 2 little plastic pegs on there. This little thing here is essentially something we're gonna reuse. I'm actually just gonna take this off. So that's essentially the shape of the plastic, and then you got this little thing which you take off. And then we're gonna wanna add this like so. When you're gonna put this back, the problem is that you need to be able to access the bolt, which you can't do because this is in the way. So you're gonna have to remove this bolt screw thing going through here, put the bolt in the car, and then you're gonna put this back. Might want to wipe this down. Whole thingamajig through there. Ah, I actually got it on there. That is on there nice and tight. And the other side. I've certainly seen more interesting things on film. Oh, this is the wrong side, sorry about that. Whoops, crotch view! Like so. You know what? I am actually gonna take the time to just paint the top of the flags real quick. Put the other one on there, which I hadn't even opened. Where did I put the thing? Where's the other thing? I don't know what the hell's going on in there. Yeah, this is some great television. Repeat the process of removing this. Take a look at our painted flag mounts. Oh, looking pretty good. Thread this back through. These poles are a bit slimmer than the other ones, so what if I add some tape to it? I'm gonna take the flag out and add the tape around it. And push it back in, it's gonna be too big. So how the hell do I do this? Well, take a little bit of tape, add it on there, and this is why it's clever, because the flag is circular, so you can just twist it, and then you get it the proper thickness. Really feels like one of those IQ test kind of things, where you're like, no, it can't be done. Oh yeah, that's actually really simple. I realize I might have actually done too much. Oh, there's actually a thing. A couple of these little plastic pieces. Got a clip on like this, I guess. Things on there. Guessing this is the way it's supposed to look. Ah, come on. And everything in place. Popping the hood back down. No, wait, we gotta put the grill back. Sorry about that. I'll just see you in just a minute. Fucking hell. I'm gonna need to remove these bloody flaps. Try this again. Why the fuck is this not working? Fuck, come on, just get out of there. Fuck. Popping the hood back down. So you can essentially adjust the latches by twisting this back and forth. Then once you're done, you just turn these so they go up and down, so you sort of lock it. Popping this into place. And wow, this isn't half bad. Look at that. Now you can also see the grill. It essentially gets clamped in on the sides very well, but in the middle not so much. Zip ties at the bottom are doing the thing, but top not so much. From afar you can't even tell. I mean, take 2 steps and you don't know, so it's alright. Okay, so wanted to give you a bit of an update. It is now new church day. It's essentially been about a week since I put in these flags, and you will notice some wear and tear to the flags. These are really cheap flags. Like I said, I got these on eBay. They cost me close to nothing. As you can tell, driving them at like the highway, they have started to basically tear apart just from the wind. And I mean, if I wanted flags that were gonna look new, I would probably be upset about this. But quite frankly, I think this looks awesome. It really gives them that sort of worn, piracy look. The mounts are really staying in where they are. Flags are also staying in there. Obviously, when you drive at highway speed, this will fluctuate and move quite a bit, seeing as it is plastic. But I mean, yeah, I've been driving up to speeds like 90, 100, and yeah, they're still on there and just looking fucking spectacular. One of the funniest mods I've made so far. Just it's the same sort of with putting the angry duck on here, which I did in one of my older videos. Having something on the hood that you essentially see when you are driving, it is just a wonderfully fun mod to make because it affects the driving. I mean, if you do something, like if you add like one of these things that you don't really see when you're in the car, you're not really gonna think about it. But with these, you'll see these all the time when you're driving. You'll see the flags, you know, flapping in the wind. It's just, it's an awesome feeling, and I definitely suggest it if you're as crazy as I am. That is it from me today. Really hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, hope to see you all next time.